Hi there, Andrew Chubb here, CEO of Awale Resources, listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange with the ticker ARIC, and just giving you a quick update on a news release that we had come out today, just a further drill holes coming through for our BBM target, but also to give you an update on the exploration update that we put out in a news release late last week. Which was summarising where we are on our extremely ambitious exploration campaign for the first half of this year. So without further ado, let's move on. The usual forward-looking statements, and then on to a quick location recap. We are in the northwest of Côte d'Ivoire. We have just under 2,500 square k's of exploration tenure, 800 square k's joint ventured with Newmont, where Newmont are earning in. We manage the programs, and Newmont funds the programs on those joint venture permits, which are the hatched permits here, and the rest 100% Awale permits, where we've been actually focused on this Cienso permit at this stage, but we will be branching out into the other permits this exploration season as well. So moving just into BBM, we've completed drilling at BBM. We've got plenty of results coming through at the moment. This is the next 4 holes in the ensuing couple of weeks. We hope to get quite a large batch of results through, so there'll be an even bigger update on BBM in roughly 2 to 3 weeks. But you know, some more nice results from BBM. The drilling is, you know, keeping up with our expectations and showing the robust nature of the mineralization of BBM, where we're getting, you know, downhole intercepts from, you know, 30 to 60 meters, so, you know, true widths in the 20 to 25 up to 40 meter range of true widths of mineralization, and just really consistent and robust mineralization that plunges off to the northwest. In this release, the 2 higher grade holes were OEDD 110 and OEDD 111 with 33 meters at 1.1 grams gold equivalent, and 60 meters at 1.4 grams gold equivalent, and 111 actually splits into 3 quite nice high grade zones, best of those being 9 meters at 4.2 grams gold equivalent. These results are discounted, or we added a recovery factor of the recovery factor is an estimation at 80%. We haven't completed any MET at this stage, but we do have some early stage indicative MET work in the pipeline on the first couple of holes that we actually drilled at Empire. So that's in the pipeline. It's not definitive MET, but it'll give us some early indicative ideas on the mineralization at BBM. Just one of the cross sections through holes 110 and 111 there, the 2 that I mentioned. You can see that you know, there is really nice robust down dip mineralization there, and the grade is a little bit lower than the last few releases that we put out. And next up, we do have a long section here next, which will help explain why the grade's a little bit lower, but certainly nice grades coming through, and we would expect those to fit into any sort of future mine that may come at BBM. This is an updated long section, so we're starting to get enough results through now to adjust our long section based on the results that we've received from this campaign so far, and also the you know, the geology that we've been seeing in the holes. So, you know, I mentioned before that we were getting nice mineralization as we stepped out to the west, and these holes are proof. This is actually the east, sorry. So these holes have actually proved that there is still nice mineralization out there. It's a little bit lower grade, but the thicknesses are still fantastic out to this eastern side, and that's what these holes are reflecting. And then the holes that we've reported before in the last few weeks, like hole 104, hole 103, hole 105, you know, these holes are starting with the previous data that we've got, we've always said that there is this sort of 45 to 55 degree plunge to the northwest, and that has really come in quite strongly now. So we got some really nice results from 104, and hole 119, which we're still expecting results for. It's really very similar to 104, 105. These holes in here were like 89 and reported from previous programs, very similar. So we've got high expectations for hole 119 as well. That's why there was the comfort to pull that higher grade zone out around 119 at this stage. But we have this beautiful 300 meter wide plunging chute that's really got some quite strong some nice strong mineralization that's forming the core of the BBM deposit. And then the grades and widths as we're stepping out from there. There's still some nice grades and widths coming out from there, and there's also some early stage evidence of potentially some other plunging chutes coming from the drilling or the drill results that we've seen for now. So really nice looking mineralization, robust, and I think we'll see more nice widths and grade coming down the pipe from the drilling based on what we've seen. So then, just coming back to what I was talking about, what's in the pipe. I've said we've had a really busy time up till now, and that hasn't changed. It's still very busy. We've got 2 rigs turning at the moment. We've stood one of the diamond rigs down after we completed the drilling at Empire. So we've got ongoing, the IP surveys that we're doing are complete. We're expecting full results from those in the next week. The diamond drilling, it's ongoing at the charger target. Happy with what we're seeing from there. I've actually just got back from site. I've been down on site in the last week. And then the diamond drilling at Empire, I'll give you a little chat about that, but that's been a successful campaign as well. The drilling at Fremen, the first 100% Awale target, that's complete. And the RC rig moved onto the BBM trend and is drilling BBM satellites. And then both the DD and the RC rig, once it's finished at Charger and BBM, will move up to Lando subsequent to that, and that should round out the 18,000 odd metre program that we've got planned for the first 3 months. So we should be finished that program towards the end of March or early April. And as I mentioned, we've already started getting results from BBM, and we'll just see continuous results flow throughout past April into May from all this drilling. And we will go into a planning phase toward the end of this month as well, when we've got at least 50% of the results through. We'll have all the results for BBM through and start getting results through for Charger and Empire. So quick talk about our Empire. What we did here, Empire was the first discovery that we had. It is, not at the moment quite like the actual Empire main area is quite strike poor. It's only about 200 metres long. We think that there are offset targets. We have drilled offset targets in those early campaigns and intercepted mineralisation, but we shelved it until we got to a phase where we thought we could bring Empire back online once we'd made some other discoveries, and we are actually at that phase now. So this early stage drilling was targeted in these higher grade zones where you can see from old drilling there's a paucity of drill holes. So we drilled 6 drill holes in that upper 100 metre target zone to confirm the continuity of the mineralisation, and also confirm our early interpretations of what we thought a plunge might be. And then once you build up confidence with that plunge, we can start to think about stepping out. We only actually really drilled nearly all of the holes bar one were drilled within 125 metre vertical depth. at Empire. So there was one deeper hole which was down to about 200 metres vertical, which saw that the system was open. We still saw some nice mineralisation in that hole, but not enough to define a plunge. And so with this drilling, we should be able to define a plunge and start to plan some deeper holes at Empire. We had some, it produced some beautiful results. I mean, the best of those being 15 metres at 13 grams in hole number 24. But there were other holes that had some really nice mineralisation as well, and a significant amount of visible gold mineralisation at Empire as well. And again, it is near surface mineralisation, so the mineralisation does come to surface. There was actually quite a lot of artisanal mining activity in this area for a while. And we are yet to RC drill up in that oxide zone, but the mineralisation does come to surface. Lando is about 10 kilometres northwest of BBM. It is a large footprint copper gold molybdenum soil or geochem anomaly, some quite high order results. Since we did the soils and published these results, we have done some pitting as we were concerned about some potential transported anomalism on the eastern side. We've got variable results. So some zones where we did the pitting, it's confirmed the soil anomalies, and some other zones like in here, these anomalies are potentially transported. But we have now though planned some 3 RC and diamond fences which cover the core sort of 1.5 to 2 kilometre zone of that Lando target, and as I mentioned, that drilling will start once we're finished drilling at Charger and BBM. We got nice rock chip samples in mapping. We got coincident resistive chargeable anomalies in the IP that we completed at Lando. So we put quite a lot of work into planning up the drilling there, and we're excited to get started on the drilling there at Lando. So that's something for us to look forward to as well. So there you go. I guess that's a wrap. Just to summarise, looking at 18,000 metres of drilling for this quarter, finishing either at the end of this month or early in April. Continuous results flow coming through for Awale over the ensuing months. And one thing I didn't mention at BBM, what we drilled there. BBM is with the drilling we did, we sort of limited it to 300 to 350 metres, which is what we have made as an assumption as a potential open pit depth, based on some our internal knowledge about strip ratios and things like that on the geometry of an ore body like BBM. But we have drilled 2 holes that go down to roughly 400 to 425 metres vertical. That's drill holes 97 and 98. We got nice mineralisation in those holes, and we expect. Well, we believe that the mineralisation will keep going down that northwest plunge that I showed you earlier. So I think in the future we'll see some deeper holes at BBM as well below that 425 level, but it's definitely open at depth based on those deep holes that we've actually drilled. So thanks very much, everyone. I'll leave it at that. It's now a 15-minute presentation, which is quite a lot of your time. So hopefully you got something out of what I've just been talking about, and I look forward to giving you our next update. Thanks very much.